Hey there, I'm Dylan,
And I'm Wyatt.
and we're gonna make kind of a top 10 list of our favorite PS2 games, things we just kind of grew up on, and I guess I'm gonna kick off a list. We're doing like 5 each, and I want to start with Kingdom Hearts 2, one of my favorite games. Huge fan of the series. 2 is definitely my favorite so far in terms of story and gameplay and everything that just kind of covers. I cry all the time playing Kingdom Hearts. Title music comes on, I'm bawling like a girl. Next up,
Pick, and that would be Crash Nitro Kart. I was always a big fan of the first Crash game that came out on PS1, but the second one, this one, improved a lot on the gameplay and visuals. I also liked it very much because all the tracks were a lot different. Like you could drive on walls or on water, and each character had their own different karts, like Mario Kart. That's it for
me! We got 3. I whooped a lot of ass in this game, and got my ass whooped a lot in return. I believe it had around 40 characters to choose from, and even though Tenkaichi Budokai improved a lot upon what this did, this was near perfection of a fighting game.
Next up, Bombastic. It's a puzzle game made by Capcom. The objective is to match up your dice and basically explode your opponent's dice so they can't make any more moves.
Really?
It's a really great party game for up to 4 players if you're in the mood for something like that.
But not better than Mario Party. Mario Party for the win. Next up, Metal Gear Solid 2. I actually played this a lot with my dad, and we would always kind of finish the game and then race each other and see who could get better time completing the game. And his favorite part was running around naked as Raiden.
Extermination is my next pick. I've always been a fan of Resident Evil, but once I first saw this game, I started playing it, and then I soon realized it was nothing like Resident Evil.
I never even heard of it until he brought it over.
It's more action-packed than Resident Evil would have been until 4 came along.
I mean, just look at that. That looks freaking sick. I might have to borrow it.
The enemies are a lot more gruesome too, like kind of look disgusting in a way.
Like my mother.
Your pick.
Drakengard. One of my favorite games. I actually have this copy signed by the voice of Ariok by Michelle Ruff. It's hack and slash. Something like 100 weapons to collect over various different fields with around like 5 different endings. It's bloody, it's awesome, you ride dragons and stuff like that.
Primal. This is actually one of the first games that I ever played for the PS2. It was probably the reason why I wanted to get a PS2 in the first place. It's about a girl that's trying to find her husband that gets kidnapped and taken to another dimension run by demons, and she herself becomes infused with demonic powers, and you have to go through 4 different worlds, and each world has its own demonic theme, like underwater, fire, all that sorts of stuff.
I would have just left him.
Very bloody video game, but it's worth the purchase.
My last pick is Zone of the Enders, the second runner. Another Kojima title. I played the first one a lot. I actually had a demo disc from my neighbor from, what was it, PlayStation Underground?
Yeah.
And I played that 10-minute demo 100 times, and I finally had to play the game years later, and then they finally tracked down the second one, and it just improved over what was already great with the first game. Awesome mech combat, pretty cool story. I actually have a model kit of Jehudi from the game.
And my last pick is Oni, a third-person shooter made by Bungie and Rockstar. Lots of fluid movements. The combat's very fluid.
Yeah.
Aiming's not a problem. All the weapons feel great. Big variety of weapons. Story's not too bad either.
Pretty good stealth element.
Yeah.
In there too.
And I just thought it was very interesting because it was made by Bungie and Rockstar. It's a very good collaboration.
And then that division got shut down.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the video. My first one, I plan on doing a little more. I don't know when. There's not really going to be a schedule. But I'll do more stuff like this. Thank you all for watching.